Ooh, what is up? What is going on? Hold on, let me get these lights ready. Let me see. Is that good enough? All right, man. I kind of jumped the gun a little bit. Well, not a little bit, but a lot of bit. Man, excuse the hair and all of that good stuff, man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, this shit is crazy as fuck, nigga. It is your boy HG. What is up? What is going on, man? Coming live to you all from the Homegrown Family Throne. What's been going on with everybody, man? I know I said I was going to go live on Tuesday night, but per usual, man, it's a lot of things going on. Better late than never. I know you all have seen the thumbnail. You all have been wondering. Y'all have been wondering what the hell is going on. Man, we got some crazy updated news for you all tonight, man. Now, just when you thought that sneaker culture, sneaker news, etc. was dying, man, it just seems like every single time it seems to fall off, something happens and it just puts sneaker content back in the news again, man. Big old Terry O'Berry said, "You ugly as shit." Guess what, Terry? Your mama ugly as shit, man. That's why she gave birth to you. Nah, this ain't pre-recorded. As you can see the response, this is not some pre-recorded shit. And that's pretty weird, man. I don't know. I don't know if you a male or a female, but that's pretty weird to say about a dude, man. How you gonna call a dude ugly as shit, man? I'm just joking, man. Whether you joking or not, man, it's all good, man. It's all love around here. Taylor Hilbert said, "Hi, what's going on, Taylor Hilbert, man? What's going on with everybody?" Yeah, I'm good. I'm glad to see y'all. I'm glad to see somebody up in this motherfucker. Because, you know, the internet can be a lonely fucking place. But, I mean, we all come here to gather together because, let's be honest, people who gather on the internet are too fucking scared to talk to each other in person. Looking at your face making me horny as well. Oh, what? Pause, Terry, man. Save that for the penitentiary, man. Save that for the penitentiary love, man. We don't do that around here, but I appreciate the compliment nonetheless. The ravioli keeps asking questions I can't legally answer. Shit, man. That damn ravioli back at it again, man. I don't know how to save you against the ravioli, but I do know how to save you against the bullshit, man. Stick your tongue out for 5 gifted so I can fit. Oh, pause. Dude, what is going on with you tonight, man? What type of time you on? Taylor, man, salutes to you, Taylor, for spamming the chat, man. Do that fold. The mozzarella keeps asking for my social security number. It has my family. I think it's getting impatient. Well, if they have your family, I don't know why they would ask for your social security number. That just doesn't make sense, man. Like, fuck the family. Keep your social security intact so they don't fuck up your credit. And, you know, just say your prayers and hope that, you know, your family ends up safe. Because, I mean, what can they do with your social security? You ain't got shit anyway. Dang it, I missed the intro, laughing my ass off. Taylor Hilbert ruining the chat. No, man. It's all love, man. It's all love, man. Everybody hit that fucking subscribe button, man. And tap in with your boy. Taylor Hilbert, keep doing that. I'm Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Terry, we can't do that violence around here, man. We can't do that violence around here. Man, we all about sharing, caring, and respect. Hey, dude, how much to pay for some of your sneakers? Man, you know what? You want to pay for some of my sneakers? Look, I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna cost you about $350. You know what I'm saying? $350 to get what you want with the sneakers. And I ain't talking about $3.50. I'm talking about 350 of them big ones. Big old Terry. I don't know if you can afford that locked behind bars, but hey, it is what it is, man. Carson Peretta said, God did. Absolutely. Carson, God did. God woke me, God woke you, and God brought us together for this Friday night live, man. What's going on, everybody? Man, what is everybody up to tonight, man? What y'all got going on? We already know what Big Terry got going on. Big Terry into some debauchery tonight, man. Ceiling fans know too much. They have seen so much, man. Ceiling fans, if you get down like your boy HG get down, man, your ceiling fans done seen a lot. If the walls could talk, man, they could write novels, but hey, be careful. God made us. We got to be grateful, absolutely grateful for every day we draw breath. God definitely made us. Can you make me a mod? Carson, man, I mean, absolutely, man. Let's see. Let me see what I can do. Carson, I'll absolutely make you a mod. Let me see. I'm gonna have to do it. When I make you a mod, I'm gonna have to do it after the live. But Carson, don't you worry. I got you, fam. Hold on. Let me make sure. And as you request to be a mod, man, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, subscribe to the channel. Everybody watching on your mobile device, or if you're watching on your phone, go ahead and hype me up. Hype me up, man. It puts me through to the algorithms. I traded my taxes for a grilled cheese. Damn. That better have been the best grilled cheese on the planet. Thank you so much, man. Absolutely, Carson. Absolutely. King Vita, man. What's good, man? King Vita, thank you for coming through to the live.
Apply.
Thank you for tapping in, man. You know, you get a player as always. Was watching the Digimon playing some Gran Turismo. Immediately joined as soon as I saw my brother go live, man. I subbed to the channel, Carson. Appreciate you. Was it worth it too? Hey, absolutely, absolutely. It was the best grilled cheese I ever had. Glad to hear. Glad to hear. Hey, as long as you gave up something that was for equal or greater value, man, you are always good in my book. Now, like I said, I hope everybody is having a great fucking Friday. The week has been good to me. Well, no, the week has not been good to me because I found out that a lot of people were tapping into my bank account and snatching my cash, man. It's never a good thing to hear people are robbing you. And these are legitimate companies that were absolutely robbing me, signing me up for subscriptions that your boy did not sign up for. And I had to call my bank. And I had to dispute a lot of charges. So wish you good luck. I gotta go. All right, Carson, man. Good luck to you as well. Be blessed. Take care. Hope you have a great weekend. And if I don't see you, hope you have a great week. Hey, man, don't sleep on grilled cheese sandwiches. That's a snack from the gods. Well, I don't know if it's a snack from the gods, but like grilled cheese sandwiches, if done right, are absolutely good. Now let's get into a little bit of the news. Let me see if I can spell this right. Now, it might take me a second because let me see. Like I said, it might take me a second. I'm tripping because we got the party started early. So salutes to my family, my Red Cup Double Cup family. He said, "You too, I'll always be on your lives, man. Salutes to you, man. I appreciate that. Did you fart?" That's a weird question. And it all depends. The answer all depends on if you would like for me to put it in a jar and send it to you and you pay me for it. What say you to that response? Bore weird, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah. That's a weird question to ask. And then do that folk put that emoji in the chat. And unfortunately, the emoji did not pop up. If you all feel like you want to, don't forget to become a member. You get priority chat conversations. I read your chat immediately without missing it, because a lot of times, sometimes the chat rolls so fast I miss a lot of comments. But subscribing to the channel, you get that. You also get discounts on up and coming merch to be dropped in 2027, and a lot of other big things coming for the future. But like I said, we got some stuff to talk about, and it definitely has to do with the thumbnail. So let me go ahead and click on this really quickly, and I hope there's a video associated with it so I don't have to do too much reading. And it doesn't look like it is a video to be associated with it. Let me see if I can find one with a video. 12 indicted in a $2 million Nike warehouse theft scheme. Well, even if there is not, I'm broke. Look, I understand. I'm broke too, Carson. I'm broke too. So in those cases where people don't have anything to donate or can't hit the join the subscriptions, just watch. Tell your people about it. That is enough for me. I am very bad about telling people about subscriptions and things like that. And on the off chance that I do, I happen to mention it. But for the most part, viewership is enough for me, man. That is enough. Man, look, I understand the times. I feel guilty not supporting more and not being a member. I've tuned into most of your lives. Money's always tight. Bro, money is tight around here too. But the best thing to do is share the lives, support the lives, and just the fact that you all are here is enough for me, man. It's one of those things that YouTube tells you to do when they tell you, like they tell you to advertise the fact that you've got subscriptions, advertise this, advertise that. I don't talk about everything that YouTube wants you to advertise. And even when it comes down to what is it, ads, like ads and stuff like that, I turn my ads off. So if at any point you're watching my streams and stuff like that and you see ads, it's 100% YouTube. It's not me. What are you saying? Support good creators, creative people. Facts. Gotta go, but see you. Salutes to you, Carson. For tapping into the live, you get one of these.
Playa. A playa.
You also get. Thank you for tapping in, man. Thank you for tapping in. Hopefully we will see you next time. Now, I have to go ahead and put this out there before I get started on this right here. And I know you all can see this. And this is some crazy ass shit. And what goes along with this is even crazier. But before I get started, I don't want this to melt. And I know a lot of you all are going to have something to say. And to that, man, grow up. Now, I know you all, when you all have watched my lives, you all have watched me, you know, snack and eat and all of that throughout the year and talk about honey buns and stuff like that. Well, guess what, man? Your boy is on Swiss rolls now. Swiss rolls fresh out of the freezer. Little Debbie has the best freaking snack cakes around. Little Debbie got them cakes, man. And from honey buns to Swiss rolls to everything you can think of, man, go ahead and try Little Debbie at your local grocers. And before this melts, man, I have to indulge, man. Melt like grilled cheese, hell no, like a damn Swiss roll. Peace. Wish you good. Wish you luck. God's here for you. God's here and got you too, man. Whew. After you get the party started, ain't nothing like a chocolate snack, man. Pause. Pause. What days do I stream? I usually stream on Tuesdays and Fridays because, like, I leave the middle of the week for the rest of everybody to kind of like find their own thing and relax. And Tuesday, it's not necessarily the beginning of the week where everybody is bored and doesn't want to be bothered, but it's kind of at the beginning of the week. And then Tuesday streams help you through the middle of the week, and then Friday streams get you through the weekend. So yeah, my stream days are Tuesday and Friday. I'm sorry. And then every now and then I might do a surprise stream on TikTok or something like that. All the links to my social media accounts are in the description below for anybody that wants to check it out. They are there. But yes, that's my schedule, Tuesdays and Fridays. Fridays are like a weekly wrap up for Tuesdays. So just in case anybody did not know. Now getting into this story, and this one is insane. So 12 people indicted after massive Nike warehouse investigation. Peace, blessings. Shout out to you, man. Tap in Tuesdays and Fridays, and then feel free when I drop the content to watch the content. But it says 12 people indicted after a massive Nike warehouse investigation. Now, for those of you who are tapped into Nike sneaker content, a lot of people have dropped this story over the last 12 hours. This story broke almost 24 hours ago, but over the last 12 hours. And even if you are not tapped into sneaker content, this is one that you ought to pay attention to, because this is bigger than just 12 people being indicted. And this is bigger than Nike. This is literally fully encompassing the sneaker culture as a whole. Like, we were thinking that these things were just small incidents that were like spread throughout the sneaker culture. And we were thinking that these like things had no relations to one another. But come to find out, this is a big fucking scandal. This is like coercion on the largest fucking scale possible in our small community. And this is so crazy. This is insane. Like, when I heard this story, I was honestly shocked and amazed at how big it actually stretched and how far it got. And a lot of your favorite content creators are at the forefront of this massive scandal. So I wish there was a video involved with this one, but there's not. So you all are going to have to rely on my reading skills and my comprehension skills and my wonderful voice in order to get you all through this one. But if you all are not familiar with what's going on, Memphis, of course, Memphis has been at the forefront for a lot of scandal and theft rings. So for a lot of you all who do not know, Nike has a factory out in Memphis. And of course, we're like, yeah, Memphis, the usual suspect. And yeah, we've heard about Memphis so much when it comes to scandals and thefts and things like that. If you're not familiar, at one point, the Nike factory out in Memphis, Tennessee, was actually held up and robbed for for thousands, $100,000 worth of product, Jordan brand product. And it led a lot of us to speculate whether or not it was all for social media or if it were real or not, and then come to find out that the robberies that were going on in Memphis were absolutely fucking real. And we thought that was it. It went from train robberies to delivery truck robberies to finding like stash spots at people's houses and things like that. Like, just from this Memphis location alone and Arizona, these thefts were insane. And some people, again, like I said, speculated that it was fake news and that it was all set up for publicity to kind of put Nike in the forefront and get people talking, because Nike was slowly declining in sales and things like that. Like, we didn't know what to believe, whether it was real or not. But with this case being cracked wide open, come to find out all of it was real. Well, I would say 98% of it was real, because we still had about between 2 to 5% of these thefts and stories were, just simply made up for clout, just to get failing businesses some attention. But the vast majority of it was real. All the 18-wheeler robberies, all the delivery truck robberies, all the train robberies, the warehouse robberies, they were in fact real. So the article says 12 people have been indicted following a multi-year investigation into an alleged theft operation that prosecutors say stole at least $2 million worth of Nike merchandise. Let me repeat that to y'all again for y'all that don't understand. $2 million worth of Nike merchandise was stolen. And like they say, nothing is ever a coincidence. And this is proof positive that nothing is ever a coincidence. King Vita said, apparently people took the phrase retail therapy too seriously. Hope they got money back guarantee. Sorry, I have a bad habit of making jokes in tense situation. It is a defense mechanism, man. Hey, however we find comfort here is okay with me. But it says at least $2 million worth of Nike merchandise from the company's North American Logistics Center in Memphis. The U.S. Attorney's Office for the Western District of Tennessee announced the indictment alleging the defendants were involved in a coordinated scheme to steal and distribute Nike products across the country. Now, I could summarize this for you, but I want you to hear what the actual report is verbatim, and then I will give you my synopsis just to make it more social media entertaining or social media friendly. But I got to give you all the exact words before I give you all my synopsis. It says, according to court documents, the alleged conspiracy operated from July of 2021 through June of 2024. To be honest, I think it was up until 2025. So that's like 3 to 4 years, and it might not even be just this singular location, because for those of you all who don't know, Nike has multiple distribution centers across the United States so that they can serve the entire United States, and they even have distribution centers overseas as well. And we've also seen a lot of issues with overseas, whether it be backdooring or people who work in the overseas factory taking actual legitimate Nike products and selling it to the rep manufacturers, and then the rep manufacturers deconstructing that shoe and then creating their own copies. Like, this is fucking crazy. I don't know if any other company has a problem as deep as what Nike has. And I mean, it might just seem like this Nike is the only company, well, one of the only companies that goes through this, because the fact that I focus on sneaker content. But even for sneaker content, this shit is crazy. Like, this goes beyond sneaker content. This makes you think about a lot of other popular name brand or trademarked companies. Like, if this is going on with Nike, the number one manufacturer and distributor for sneaker wear and active wear, who else is this going on with? Because you have Adidas, and then who else? Saucony, and then you have New Balance. Like, is it going on with these companies as well? Because just like there are fakes of Nikes, and just to clear the air, if you think that rep manufacturers don't fake even the cheapest Nikes, you are solely delusional. They fake the most expensive Nikes, and they fake the cheapest Nikes, all the way down to like freaking water shoes. So there are fake New Balances, there are fake Sauconys, there are fake luxury brands. And the reason why I know, and you can take it with a grain of salt, you don't have to trust me, but go check it out over on Reddit, R Real Legit Check. There are tons of fakes that go through that subreddit. Also, if you want to join the R Sneakerhead subreddit, feel free. The link is down in the description below. It is a great community. It is vastly growing. I need moderators for R Sneakerhead, as well as moderators for R Real Legit Check. If you know how to legit check shoes, I need you. If you just want to show off your sneakers and your fits and your pickups, our sneakerhead needs you, man. Just a little bit of just to get that out there. But according to the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Western District of Tennessee, they announced the indictments alleging the defendants were involved in a coordinated scheme to steal and distribute Nike products across the country. And this is from Action 5 News in Memphis, Tennessee. According to the court documents, the alleged conspiracy operated from July 21st through June 2024. Investigators said the group worked together to move stolen Nike retail products from the Memphis facility to locations throughout the United States where the merchandise was allegedly resold. And then, of course, they want you to subscribe to the newsletter to see the rest, but we're not going to do that shit. Let's see if we can find the actual rest of the article. Let me go ahead and show you, because that was some bullshit that they decided to do that. King Vita said, how'd they get away with that? Shouldn't someone point out a dead giveaway they were fake? So here's the thing, and I'm glad you asked that, because that was one of the biggest, well, whether they were fakes or not comes on the latter end of this conversation. So before we get ahead of ourselves, I'll get to that in just a second. So let me give you a synopsis of this article, and I'm going to try to breeze through it really quickly. So UPS labels were allegedly used to divert at least $2 million in shoes from a Memphis location warehouse. That's how they were getting around that. Federal prosecutors, diverted at least $2 million. According to a report by Freight Waves, the indictment said the alleged operation ran from yada, yada, yada. When Nike employees placed, and this was internal theft. Remember, when it comes to loss prevention and stolen merchandise, you have the outside consumers, but the biggest amount of lost items is internal theft with any company. That's with any company. Internal theft is the biggest issue. So it said, when Nike employees placed an unauthorized UPS shipping label, keep that in mind, on selected cartons, and we all know what those selected cartons were, those selected shipping boxes. Those were shoes that were sought after, whether it was the Jordan 1 Bread 85 release, whether it was Travis Scott releases, whether it was Off-White releases. Employees were in on this shit. When it came to those, they were putting labels on those releases and shipping them to an undisclosed location. So it says unauthorized UPS shipping labels on selected cartons, allowing the products to be sent to addresses across the country instead of their intended destination. Meaning, instead of the Nike warehouses shipping them to designated tier 0 stores and other locations like that, they were sending them to random locations that Nike knew nothing about. Let's see if this article gives you a little bit more information. Nike's North American Logistics Center in Memphis receives imported products before distributing them to retailers. Prosecutors said people involved in the scheme first identified the shoes they wanted to resell. Nike employees then located those cartons inside the warehouse and attached unauthorized shipping labels that redirected the shipments to different addresses. Court records say a person named Roy Harvey Jr., he was one of the leaders, allegedly created shipping labels for selected destinations and sent them to Nike employees, who then placed them on the shipping boxes. I got the hiccups. I'm sorry. No. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. It further claims Harvey kept some of the shoes he resold. He kept some of the shoes and resold the rest. You greedy bastard. You ripped off not only the company, but you ripped off people like me and you out there that view the channel. You ripped off everybody that wanted these really sought after nice shoes. You ripped them off, and not only did you do that, but you kept some for yourself. You greedy bastard. So just when we thought that resellers were to blame and that tier 0 stores were to blame for backdooring, we've got to add, we can't forget about Nike employee relatives, because I know a lot of you all remember, and for those of you all who don't, One of Nike's executive employees, their son was stealing. I don't want to say stealing, but their son was buying a large amount of stock and reselling them for profit. So not only do the average consumers have to contend with resellers, stores, tier zero stores backdooring, and Nike executive family members, but we have to contend with Nike distribution warehouses, and the warehouses is where the shoes sit for the longest. So when Nike manufacturers make the shoe, they ship them out to the warehouses. They sit at the warehouses for up to 3 months before release day. Sometimes those warehouses send them to retail stores like Nike. I mean, not Nike, but Foot Locker, Champs. Yeah, Nike, because Nike has a store, most notably inside of one of the biggest malls in my city, Lenox Mall. But we have to worry about Champs, Foot Locker, Nike, and other sneaker stores. We have to worry about them, but now we have to worry about the actual warehouses where the damn shoes sit. That's fucking crazy. But it says Harvey kept some of the shoes and resold the rest. Harvey operated a business called RHJ Global using his parents' address. Oh my gosh. So you involved, you piece of shit. You piece of shit. Not only did you participate in illegal activities, but you involved your parents in illegal activities? Come on now, man. Come on. Let's be serious. It's all good. 789, man. Salutes to you, fam, man. Thank you for tapping in. Thank you for leaving a comment, man. You get one of these.
Playa. Apply ya.
But yeah, not only did you create a fictitious company, not only did you steal from one of the largest companies in the United States, but you put your family, your parents in danger?
Bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
That's fucking insane. Criminals and thieves, and like, do you have no shame? Do you? I mean, clearly the answer is no, but it's all good. 789 said, no, they got 200 months of prison time. Man, I hope they got more than 200 months of prison time. Hey, salute to everybody that's tapping in and is here in the live, man. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. If you so wish to join the subscription, support the channel, it always goes back to you all in helping the channel grow. Links down in the description for all of my social media accounts. I figured I'd say that because I'm terrible at doing it, but 200 months of prison time is not a fucking enough, not by any stretch of the imagination. King Vita said they must be well taken care of, I'm sure. Warehouses are extremely hot. So you're telling me not only is it a risk that shoes are literally being stolen and resold, but also worry about content, the heat destroying the very shoes itself. Hey, yeah, you're essentially throwing money in the garbage. Isn't that the complete opposite of stealing money? Apparently, brains isn't a requirement for crooks. Well, you know what? I would agree with you to a certain degree, because in order to pull something off like this, you got to have some level of intelligence, but what supersedes that intelligence is greed, because they've been doing this for apparently 4 years, 3 to 4 years. The article continues to say The indictment says Harvey received 149 UPS labels from shoe resellers. Keep that in mind. He's gotten 149 labels from different places all over the United States. Now, this is where the story gets even crazier, because if you're subscribed to the channel and you follow me, I don't know if I did a video on them or if I did a live on them, but this article talks about them specifically. So they received 149 total labels from different stores across the United States, and Cool Kicks is the #1 mentioned store in this $2 million sneaker scandal. And we're going to talk about Cool Kicks in just a second. So please do not lose track of that. Remember, Cool Kicks is the #1 mentioned place in this scandal. Fucking crazy. And if you all don't know, y'all know I don't really like Cool Kicks. Adele Shams, he's always been a weirdo to me. He's the guy that when you see his sneaker content on YouTube, it's always filled with porn stars, and I'm sorry, I don't think you can say that on YouTube. Corn stars, forgive me, and like just random weird ass fucking social media, I guess you would call them celebrities, whatever, but it is what it is. And the article says between July 2021 and May of 2022, after that, he allegedly created more shipping labels through his RHJ Global account. Oh my gosh. So in the beginning, they accounted for 149 fake fraudulent shipping labels that this dude created. And then after that, after 2022, they say that this dude under this fake business who worked for Nike distributing stolen products to different stores all over the United States created a total of 1,860 fraudulent shipping labels. Let me say that again. 1,860 fraudulent shipping labels involving Nike sought after sneakers. So hold on, let me turn this on. Let me open this up. Let me tilt this down a little bit. Are you gonna tilt? Oh no, it's not gonna tilt because this is not the camera. I don't know why it did not go to. How did I not automatically know that that was wrong camera? Boom. There we go. Now we got the 4K quality. So let me do that one more time. Let me do that one more time. Let me do that one more time. One more time. I gotta do it for dramatic effect. Shout out to the automatic open sneaker cases. But so when you weren't able to get shoes like the Off-White Air Jordan 5 Fire Reds, and boom, look, creasing, no cracking of the midsole. I still need to do a video for this, man. Go ahead and put in the chat and in the comments if you want me to do a video of how I keep my shoes from cracking and deteriorating after 5 to 10 years. Put that down in the chat, man, if you want to see a video for that. if you weren't able to get that shoe, let me go ahead and close it. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh, auto close. If you weren't able to get a hold of the Chicago Jordan 1 Reimagines, let me put that back over. I don't know where I shoot from. Put that back over on the Gundam kit box. Let me go ahead and hit this one right quick. Come on now. Open up. Open up. I'm trying to think of shoes that released back in 2022. If you weren't able to get a pair of the Air Jordan 1 85s, it is not necessarily the fault of tier 0 stores. Let me make sure I adjust the camera. Yeah, let's see. What is that y'all see over there? Oh, y'all see these. How many of you all picked up the True Blue Air Jordan 4s? I highly suggest you I think I'll save that for later. What you should do with the 2026 Air Jordan 3. Did I say 4s? I meant 3 True Blues. But if you all weren't able to pick up a lot of sought after sneakers, this motherfucker in this article is the reason why. And no, not the big bellied war veteran in the article. The dude that we've been talking about is the reason why you haven't been able to get your sought after sneakers. King Vita said, at least he made more labels than Drake's last mixtape. You gotta give him credit. He's dedicated. Now, yeah, he's a dedicated criminal. But it said he made 1,860 total labels were successfully used between 2022 and 2024. Another accused employee named Keith Cannon allegedly created a separate UPS account using information linked to Valid Kicks. I don't know who the hell Valid Kicks is. Hold on. Ooh, shit. Fuck, Valid Kicks. So Valid Kicks is also a member or a named person in this Nike theft scandal? Ooh, shit. Ooh, shit. The grits get thicker. Hold on. Let me see if I can look on Instagram for this person called Valid Kicks. Hold on. Give me just a second. Now, as I look for this person, please keep in mind that if they have been accused or indicted in this Nike theft, that more than likely their social media is going to be put on private and suspended. Oh yes. Valid Kicks, Memphis. Oh my gosh. And this idiot is named in this indictment allegation, and he is still currently actively on Instagram. Oh my gosh, how fucking stupid do you have to be? So this is one of the names of the individuals that has been charged with creating false labels. And how do you know them? How do you know that, HG? Well, guess what? All of these issues are coming out of Memphis. All of these issues are involving sneakers. Valid Kicks being a pseudo name for sneakers. Valid meaning legit. Yeah, so apparently, and then he put Valid Kicks out of Memphis, the very warehouse with the issue. Like, how fucking stupid do you have to be? How fucking stupid do you? I mean, this is basically incriminating yourself to possible crime.
Ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Again, I gotta say, shout out to little Debbie for this wonderful Swiss roll snack that I have partaken upon in this live as I rant to you all about the craziness that's going on in the sneaker community. Wait a minute. Y'all ain't finna catch me slipping. Y'all ain't finna clip farm me. But back to it. Back to the criminals. Valid Kicks, a alleged criminal in this scheme. Now let's go ahead and look at some of his content. So let's see. See if he got anything to say. Toy Drive. So this is just the live that I guess he was doing. Toy Drive tomorrow, December 23rd. Yeah, of course you're doing a toy drive, bro. You got to make yourself look as innocent as possible. You trying to make yourself look like a man of the people, like you could do no wrong. Let's see what else he posted. We had a dream to bring something cool to the community of Memphis. Unfortunately, a series of robberies have made that next to impossible. We put so much time and love into this location in hopes of being able to give back and inspire. While it hurts to watch our dream be stolen from us in a matter of minutes, it is heartbreaking to see us hurting us. We were looking forward to our holiday toy drive. We already had toys collected. Those were also taken. We are at a loss for words, but not hope. This GoFundMe will, bro, let's be serious. You stole Nike's money and you funded their toy. I mean, well, you stole Nike's product and used the money you made from stolen Nike's product to fund that toy drive. Let's be fucking for real. Let's be serious. And you know what? That is, and I hate to say it because it ruins it for people who are actually trying to do a good thing, but that is the quintessential movement for criminals. When criminals get caught stealing products from major corporations or just get caught stealing products in general, they always default to toy drives, mental health awareness, or something dealing with public servitude to make themselves look like a good person. Come on, man. We is not falling for that shit. You stole Nike shoes, you created fake labels and sent them to these other tier 0 shoes and these other backdoor schemers and scammers for a profit. And now you got caught, and because you got caught, you're trying to build this bullshit narrative that you're a philanthropist. Nah, fam, that shit don't work here. Like, you might be able to fool everybody else, but you're not fooling HG, man. You're not fooling a homegrown family, because around here, we deal with the real. We don't deal with the bullshit. So, Valid Kicks tried to make himself look good in the eyes of the community, hoping that the community would get behind him and support him through the allegations that he created fake labels and sent stolen products to these other stores. And it doesn't work, bro. It doesn't work. I don't want to say he's the usual suspect, but damn it, man. He looks like the usual suspect. You got to do some jail time, brother. Now I'm all for innocent until proven guilty, but I don't know you very well, and I don't have to know you very well to know that if they listed you in an article of, alleged criminals, bro, you part of it. Whether you were directly or indirectly a part of it, bro, you are a part of that shit. Bro's pulling a Macaulay Culkin. Oh, you talking about in The Good Son? Ooh, how many of y'all know about that movie, The Good Son? That was a classic. Man, for anybody who's new around here that's just tapping in, man, hit that subscribe button, join the family. If you want to, I have subscriptions activated. You get discounts for up and coming merch. You get priority when it comes to comments and things like that. All of the links to my other social media accounts down in the description below. Some of my social media accounts get things that other accounts don't get, yada, 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 so on and so forth. And just know that if you see ads on this video, it is not me, it is YouTube. I try to keep this as ad-free as possible. So every view matters, every view counts, because I don't make money off of ads. I don't make money. Like, it's not what you think it is. But dude, yeah, you're a fucking scammer. You're a fucking scammer. You did it. You're trying to like bullshit the people.
This shit is crazy as fuck, nigga.
And the jig is up. Like my boy said, 200 months of jail time. I hope you get more than that. Now, this goes beyond just fucking shoes and me wanting access to limited sneakers and not getting them because of assholes like them, or like assholes like Valid Kicks. But this goes to like what's right and what's wrong, giving people a fair opportunity. And I'm pretty sure a lot of sneaker resellers I know are tapped into motherfuckers like this. I know a lot of sneaker resellers. I even know a lot of fake sneaker resellers, a lot of sneaker manufacturers that hit me up on a consistent basis. And all of that. Shout out to people that consider me for you know, content sharing and being a part of their brand ambassadorship. We're steady pushing towards that direction to bring products from different companies to you all, to help you all maintain your shoes and maintain a better sneaker culture and environment. So everybody that pushes these videos forward and hits that like button and enjoys the content, it helps. And the more people that reach out to me, I'm gonna put them into your vision to help you all, you know, do good things as far as taking care of your shoes and making your sneaker content and sneaker experience even better. But like, dude, you're not fooling any fucking body. You were definitely, I don't even have to scroll down your Instagram profile to know that you were a part of this fucking like sneaker theft ring. Now let's get back to the actual article, shall we? Let's get back to it. It says Valid Kicks, the Instagram profile I just showed you all, according to prosecutors, created 459 fucking fraudulent labels and sent them to random undisclosed locations. This theft ring is unbelievable. Like, now I know how crooked the sneaker game can be, but I didn't think it was this in depth. And I know resellers, I know rep manufacturers, I know people who have been in the sneaker game for over a decade. As a matter of fact, I've been in the sneaker game for about a decade now, because I got back into collecting shoes in 2016 and it is now 2026. So I've been in the sneaker collecting game for over a decade. And I mean, I don't count when I was a little bit younger beforehand when I was collecting sneakers. I don't count that. I count when I seriously started actually paying attention to it and understanding it as my, I don't know, inception, as they say. But I know people who have been in the sneaker game for over a decade, and they have always been telling me, and this is, they might hate me for this. I might get in trouble for this. I might get ostracized for this. And if y'all don't know what ostracized is, that's a lot. That's a big word. I might get cast away, or people might not fuck with me, or whatever. People might not want to do content with me. But I've been told by a lot of people that it's deeper than what you think. And the information that I know, it's pretty fucking deep. And this just takes it even deeper. Pause. Like, this is fucking crazy. I need you all to conceptualize and really fucking understand how crazy this is. King Vita says, here's the twist, and I think you might have something to say about this, but sometimes fakes are actually better than the real shoes. These reselling rep companies are wild out there. I've been in it about 21 years or so. So yeah, we'll talk about the rep manufacturers and rep sneakers. So hold that thought, because we haven't even cracked the surface of this shit. This article is just skimming the top of it. But it says he had been linked to creating 459 fake labels that were used between springtime, April of 2023, to New Year of January 2024. And canon, not to be confused for all of my anime fans with linear or part of the story, that's his last name. A little bit of a joke to lighten the mood a little bit, but this is some serious shit. Canon produced around 800 more labels between April and June of 2024. Damn it, man. Carson said, I'm back. Welcome back, Carson, man. Salutes to you, man. Thank you for taking the time out to rejoin the stream, man. Shout out to you, fam. Like I said, hell of a work ethic the dude's got. You know what? The crazy thing is people work harder to be criminals than they do to be good people. And you have a lot more to lose being a criminal than you do being a good person. Yes, being a good person is harder, but that's part of the maturation process, the growth process, to test what kind of true person you are, to test what kind of true spirit you have, an entity that you are. It's easy to do criminal activity. That's why the consequences are so detrimental. So and how long am I streaming to? Carson, I usually stream until I get my point out there. So I get my point across until we've said everything that we have to say. I try to keep it within 2 hours. Sometimes it's longer than that. Sometimes it's shorter than that. It really just depends, man. You know, we vibe, man. We go off of a feeling. I actually need to implement stream music. Let me see. Which reminds me, I'm glad you said that. Which reminds me, so that we can vibe while we chat. You know what I'm saying? For the longest, I've been. Let me see. What y'all think of that? I'm gonna turn down just a notch. so that once I start talking, you can hear it in the background and kind of keep you soothed and preoccupied. But everybody needs a little something to mellow out to, because it can get pretty tense around here. But my math is not that good at this current point in time. But if I do, let me pull out the calculator. Pull out my handy dandy calculator. So from the beginning of this one guy, this Canon guy, this Valid Kicks, doing 459 labels in the beginning. I don't know if you all can see that. I hope you all can see that, because I'm currently looking at the article. To the second half of his crooked operation, doing 800 labels. That is, let me make sure you all can see that. That is 1,259 total labels. For real, fam. If you steal, you get in trouble. Back then, you get killed. That's facts. That's facts. A lot of people who do criminal activities are lucky that we are not in the Cro-Magnon era or the era of the kings and queens and stuff like that. And to be honest, like, if you were living in some parts of Africa, they cut your damn hands off for stealing and shit like that. Ooh, HG coming in with smoothness. Man, I try to make this stream as mellow and relaxed as possible. So, like I said, with this second character stealing and creating fake labels, that's 1,259 created fake labels stealing from Nike. Now, if we just implement, let me look at the other dude who created a total of 1,860 labels to Cool Kicks. Just those two individuals that were caught totals up to a total of 3,119 total fake labels. Can you just imagine how many of... Hold on, let me hit that button again. Let me show y'all the smoothness. Oh, I know y'all see that came out too. Let me hit that smoothness one more time. Hey, I will never get tired of seeing that happen. Can you imagine how many pairs? A lot of you all really wanted these particular shoes. Can you imagine how many pairs of Off-White Air Jordan 5s and Air Jordan 185s you missed out on because some asshole, and let's not forget the reimagined Chicago Jordan 1 lost and found. Can you imagine how many pairs you missed out on because a couple of assholes decided that they wanted to make a quick profit off of it? How unfair of a situation that these distribution centers created for you all. And the list goes on, because we all know that these labels were created for the most sought after sneakers. Travis Scott's, the limited releases, Fragments, Union LA's, the list goes on. Alma Years. Now, of course, within the last couple of years, like 2 or 3 years, Alma Years have kind of fallen off because of the monotony or the predictable color palette. But can you imagine how many sought after pairs of shoes were lost to these people that just thought, hey, I'm just gonna make a quick dollar and steal from Nike. It's not hurting anybody. I'm stealing from Nike. They've got insurance. Well, you're stealing from the people. I love God, but man, he put some dumb people in. Yeah. Hey, all praises to God, to the Most High, to whatever you believe in. But yeah, like sometimes these people can be questionable. smoothness. I don't know how you do it, like whatever. Smoothness, man. You get the point. I want a pair, absolutely. But because of these kind of people that we talking about today, you're unable to get a pair. Like, if you want a pair, you have to pay high resale prices because of people like this. But they're too expensive, and guys took every last pair. Absolutely, for real, gang. Facts, man. Man, me and my friend gave a homeless person some Jordans because he had no shoes. Man, God bless you, man. Hold on. We gotta do something for you. We gotta do something for you for during the live, man. For just being a decent human being. And I know it's not a lot, but it's what I can do for being a good human being and for tapping into the live and supporting somebody that is all about the truth and all about being a good person when the community and social media is surrounded by so many fakes, weirdos, and bad people. So shout out to you, Carson, and shout out to everybody that supports the channel and supports the movement. But okay, it says the report says that about 3,000, and that's what I got. Ain't that what I got? Yep, that's exactly what your boy got. Shout out to math and education and everything that your boy does behind the scenes in order to keep you all informed. It says the report says that about 3,119 labels were successfully used during the alleged operation. The destination included California, keep that in mind, Wisconsin, and Indiana. Oh my gosh. Man, that is crazy work.
This shit is crazy as fuck, nigga.
Before I finish, shout out to Albany, some of the best gummy snacks on the planet, man. Not only is Little Debbie keeping your boy occupied and keeping your boy nourished throughout the live, but Albany's, I think I'm saying that right. Like, I have to get Albany's every single time I want a gummy snack. I have yet to find a brand of gummy worms or gummy bears that's better than Albany's, man. Salute to Albany's. Giving people something without expecting anything back. You are a real one, good sir. I appreciate you, man. I'm surprised there aren't 200 reviews because, man, people need to know this info. Share the live, man. People definitely need to know this shit. People don't know it. And the more people that sit in ignorance, the more people are being taken advantage of. That's what I like to pride myself on. Going behind the scenes, pulling back the curtain, and informing people and allowing people to either stay ignorant or be informed. Duke Dennis, facts. I fuck with Duke Dennis, man. Hell yeah, for real. Some good gummies, better price wise, and not filled with air. Facts. Easy on them gummies, bro. You'll rot your teeth. Okay, so really quickly before I get back in the story. In order to prevent from rotting my teeth, because I eat Albany's like religiously. I eat Albany's like crazy. I brush with baking soda. I brush with a baking soda paste at least twice a week. And then I brush with like regular toothpaste, even though regular toothpaste is a scam too. It doesn't really help. And then I use mouthwash, even though mouthwash is a scam too, because you have to check mouthwashes because a lot of mouthwashes contain sugar on the low. Just a little FYI, but there are things you can do in order to protect your teeth. Tell me about them. I'm getting braces because I have overbite and lockjaw. And in 14, okay. Baking soda, yes. So if you take some baking soda and you put water in it and you create a paste. I don't know why I was going to say post. That's the social media side of me. But if you take baking soda and water and you create it into a paste and you put it on your toothbrush, because baking soda is an abrasive product, it will keep you from having plaque buildup and it will clean the surface of your teeth. Now, people have been brushing with baking soda for decades, centuries, and it has never been a problem. Actually, the toothpaste that you currently use, like Colgate and stuff like that, it really does not help. Not to get too deep into it, but if baking soda hurts your teeth, cut back and brush your gums, train everything, and build your tolerance up. And then use baking soda. It will protect your teeth and it will make your dentist happy. As far as mouthwash, make sure you pay attention to your mouthwash so that and make sure it doesn't have any sugars in it, so on and so forth, because sugar is the problem. But once you do that, baking soda, a combination of using baking soda paste twice a week and mouthwash, and then using the regular toothpaste that you buy from a store, will create a good combination for healthy teeth. Doesn't that burn? Absolutely not. You can also rinse with natural coconut oil. Like, you can buy the organic coconut stuff in a jar and heat it up to an oil and swish it around in your mouth for about 15 minutes. It kills bacteria and all of that in your mouth, and that'll be good. You can do it at least 2 to 3 times a week, along with the baking soda brush twice a week, and then using your store-bought stuff, but none of that burns. You can also dilute hydrogen peroxide with a little bit of water and swish that around in place of mouthwash, and you good to go. I don't know how this turned into like oral care. I personally hate sweets, but that's just me. You do you. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of sweets either. I don't like chocolate anymore and things like that. I can't. Got 2 root canals and there's holes, so I can't have anything that burns. Yeah, none of the things that I described actually caused like burning because they were dead and infected. As a matter of fact, if you have exposed roots from holes in your teeth, use the coconut oil and it'll help you. There are actual products that help your teeth regenerate as well, but we won't get into that. You can message me on social media and we'll talk about that later. Is it a deal to spend $200 for 2 pairs of Jordans? Man, that's an incredible deal. What are we talking about? That is insane. $100 for 2 pairs of Jordans? That's a crazy deal. Wow. Who unliked? I don't know. You're gonna get haters no matter what you do. It's okay. It was probably like the conversation about oral care. Y'all gotta like this shit. Facts, man. Y'all gotta love this shit. Depends on the specific Jordans talking about. Some aren't worth that much. Well, resale aside, if you like it, it is a huge deal, whether it be a popular brand or a least popular brand, to get 2 pairs for $100. I mean, for $200, that's basically $100 a pair. And $100 a pair for anything nowadays, you win it. Red and black, then orange and black. I mean, it is an incredible deal, but for something that is cheap, if you like it, like you said, facts, man. And to be honest, the sneaker game and the urban culture is about wearing what you like. But getting back to this theft story that's bigger than what we thought it was, spanning from California to Indiana. Now, Indiana is a really nice, quiet, low-key place. My mother and my sister graduated from Notre Dame, South Bend, Indiana. I didn't go that route. I went Georgia State and some technical schools, but a really nice place to be, Indiana, if you want to live a low-key life. All the way to that low-key life, they've brought criminality to it. The last place I would have expected. It says court documents. However, do not accuse UPS. Of course, how can you fucking accuse UPS? It's not their fault. They sell labels. People buy the labels. People ship the products. And then the criminals get the product. The criminals ship the products, and then the other criminals get the products. Okay. It says, do not accuse UPS of knowingly taking part in the alleged conspiracy. Who would blame UPS? And describes it only as the carrier that transported the label cartons. Of course. The indictment also claims Harvey asked for false paperwork after UPS requested supporting documents. Barrakeet Abraham, a new player into the chat, a new fighter into the chat. What did this dude do? What was his name again? Barrack Abraham allegedly created a fake shoe invoice for him. Oh my gosh. It just keeps getting deeper. Pause. I mean, for some people, getting deeper is a good thing. You know, let's keep it kosher. But that's just crazy. But let's get back on topic. Absolutely. Are you 21 years old? I'm just guessing, not gonna lie. I wish I was still 21. I'll put it at that. I wish I was still 21. At 21 years of age, man, life was full of hopes and dreams and like optimism. I mean, Karens blame UPS. Facts. Karens do blame UPS. Who? Absolutely. Who? Like, so we're catfishing now. Yeah. 30. No, I'm just asking, getting to know him. My guy is making up identities to pass sneakers from A to B. Yeah, like, it's crazy. But yes, I'm in my 30s. I wish I was still in my 20s. With the knowledge that I know now, I wish I was still in my 20s. I probably would have focused more on myself and building wealth. I'm building wealth now, and I do social media for fun, which is why things kind of get like stagnant or far in between and kind of, you know, like what's going on with HG. But I wish I was building wealth in my 20s. So anybody in their 20s, I will tell you all, focus on stocks, bonds, working, and building your wealth. In my 20s, I was very focused on building a family. And by today's standards and today's culture, we have gotten so far away from building a family. But before I go too far into that, because I've always been a family person, family first, building wealth through building family and progression. a little bit about me that a lot of people don't know, but you know, before we get into that, I could do an entire different video about that. But if you all want to hear me talk about building family wealth and all of that, I can do a separate video on maybe a different channel. But yes, I just wish that I had focused on building my wealth, because when you build wealth, the women will come and you can build a family then. I just didn't grow up with that knowledge, and anybody who's willing to listen, I'm always willing to teach that knowledge. But back to this craziness at hand. Barakeet Abram allegedly created a fake shoe invoice for him in September of 2022. And oh my gosh, like this shit is crazy. It says Nike employees even helped. Nike employees were in on the Memphis Nike scam. This is crazy.
This shit is crazy as fuck, nigga.
Just when you think it's just the distribution centers, Nike is in on this. If you can't trust, like, okay, I was fine understanding that you can't trust the distribution centers. I was fine understanding that you can't trust these boutiques and sneaker stores like Foot Locker, Finish Line, Champs, and things like that. I had kind of come to grips and come to terms that you couldn't trust people like that. Then when I found out that Nike execs, the family members of Nike execs, were taking shoes, buying them up with company credit cards and reselling them, that was a little bit of a shock. And I was like, well, you know, that might be like a rare occurrence and things like that. But to hear the fact that Nike employees, not a Nike employee, but Nike employees, which signifies plural, more than one, have been in on this scam for a long time. And I've got to speak to my connect, because a lot of you all don't know, I know somebody that used to work for Nike. I'm gonna have to reach out to my brother and ask him questions. Now, I really wonder how far this really goes. Like, if this is a thing where Nike and Jordan Brand absolutely knew exactly what was going on and just don't give a shit about the consumer. I'm gonna have to talk to my connect and my brother and figure this out. And without putting his name out there, unless he wants to be known, I'm gonna have to get the information and bring it back to you all. But it says Nike employees helped. According to the indictment, Michael Perkins, another freaking person. That's what, like 4, almost 5 people, if I'm not mistaken, who worked as a floor manager at Nike's Memphis Logistics Center, brought unauthorized shipping labels into the warehouse and gave them to Julian Baker. That's another person. Julian Baker. Who else? Cortez Spencer. Who else? Roderico McClellan. And Damon Johnson. Holy smokes. Those employees allegedly attached the labels to selected cartons before they left the facility. And that just goes to wonder, how much were these employees making, knowing that they were knowing or unknowingly doing illegal things? And for all we know, these people might have been unknowingly doing illegal things and just being, what they say, the scapegoat, the patsy, or whatever, the scapegoat, the what do they call them? Not disposable income, but you know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. A lot of those movie references, a lot of those phrases that you hear in movies and stuff like that. Those employees allegedly attached the labels to selected cartons before they left the facility. Nike interviewed Perkins after Harvey was arrested in January of 2024 and later placed him on administrative leave. Perkins later left the company but continued providing labels to 4 employees until June 2024. So this dude left the company, had nothing to do with the company after he left, but continued to give fake labels to employees. So, I mean, needless to say, you can't say the employees didn't know they were fake at that point then. Damn. Records also allege Harvey regularly communicated with Perkins between July 2021 and January 2024, identifying which cartons should be redirected and supplying the required shipping labels. And then it says resellers bought stolen goods. The indictment also names 3 defendants who owned shoe resale businesses. Joel DeLuna owned Chicago Emporium in Illinois. Barkeet Abram co-owned Cool Kicks in Los Angeles, California area, while Jorge Couture operated Overhead Investments near Los Angeles. 1 arrested and 12 facing trial. Harvey faces a charge of interstate transportation of stolen property and aiding and abetting the shipment was worth more than $5,000. If convicted, the charge carries a maximum sentence of 10 years. 10 years. Which in my opinion is not enough. In prison, a fine of up to $250,000 and 3 years of supervised release. All 12 defendants who have also been charged with conspiracy under federal law. That charge carries a maximum sentence of 5 years in prison, a fine of up to $250,000, and 3 years of supervised release. Now, prosecutors are also seeking a forfeiture judgment of at least $2 million. Now, let's be honest. No Nike warehouse employee can pay $250,000. Nobody can pay $2 million. It's kind of like that chick that worked for Amazon down here in Atlanta, who was a manager who stole over I want to say it was over $5 million in product. I mean, in $5 million in money through fake accounts, and drove to Amazon, her place of employment, in a Lamborghini. Let me tell you all something. And as a disclaimer, I wouldn't do this personally. But if your boy HG was working for a company and stole money from that company that totaled in millions of dollars, that made me millions of dollars, I would not be driving to that company with them knowing and thinking that I have a regular manager's salary. I would not be driving to that company in a Lamborghini. Like, flexing ain't that serious. I don't care who knows that I have money. It's better to have money and people not know it than to have money and show it off. That's fucking stupid. Bro need hustle. Oh, you look 24. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. Enjoy single life. Facts. I'm sorry, I don't want to sound like a downer and the bad guy here, but can we get back? Hey, we on the article. We on the article. I took care of you. I took care of y'all. No need to apologize. No need to apologize. No. Like King Vita said, nah, you good, fam. You good. Conversation is good, whether it's on topic or off topic. You're not a problem. You're not a problem, Carson. You're definitely not a problem. Like Vita said, you're good. You're good. Hey, take your time. Take your time. Take your time. I had to change profile picture. Hey, that's a dope profile picture. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, Carson, you're gonna get a mod. You're gonna get a mod. Anybody else that wants to be a mod, man, feel free to ask. And you know, I'll be glad to make you a mod, man. Sometimes the streams get crazy, and we gotta we gotta get control of the chat. Yeah, like King Vita said, you did nothing wrong, fam. Yeah. I got you, fam. I got you, fam. But so this scheme and this scandal goes insanely deep. Pause. Now, let me make sure I have my screenshots in the proper order. So let me go back to this right here. Adele Shams. And I think I have his name correct. So Adele Shams is the owner of Cool Kicks. Cool Kicks be one of the largest sneaker resellers on social media. I don't know if he's big outside of social media, but I do know he's big within the social media, given the fact that he has over... Let me check this out. Let me see how many followers he has on YouTube. And then the thing about it is, after this, Cool Kicks has kind of gone silent, but let me see if I can find Cool Kicks. It's crazy. Okay, so before all of this, Cool Kicks was very prevalent in the sneaker community. Now let me pull up this. Let me take this off the screen. Stop screen share. Screen share this. YouTube. Let me go to my YouTube. Cool Kicks. Right here. No promo, but you can't help but to kind of talk about this and kind of promo. Cool Kicks has 1.94 million subscribers, and this is what I've been talking about ever since I created my well, not ever since I created my YouTube channel, but ever since I started doing YouTube seriously. The content creators with the most subscribers are the content creators that will lie to you the most. And what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to reset everything within the sneaker content creation space. I'm trying to usher in a new form of content creation where people are honest and allow you to make informed, educated decisions. If you like watching my channel, you like watching my channel because I'm giving you the option to choose. I'm not lying to you. If you don't like watching my channel because you don't like the way I sound, you don't like the way I look, or whatever, that's fine as well. But a lot of these channels that are created on lies. These channels, a lot of these huge channels have been lying to you. A lot of your favorite sneaker content creator channels are full of fucking liars, excuse the language, and they're getting paid behind the scenes by brands to lie to you. Cool Kicks right here has been lying to you for well over 5 years. They've popularized themselves and like put themselves in the community based on lies. They have 1.94 million subscribers off of lies, and that's not me hating. I'm not hating on what they do. I mean, like, if you don't want to be told the truth, it's cool. Fuck it. I mean, excuse me, freak. It's fine with me, but it is what it is, man. If you don't like the truth, then, you know, I'm not for you. I'm not the content creator for you, but I'm going to give you the truth whether you like it or not. And I mean, like, cool content creators like Cool Kicks, as far as the article has been read, clearly they've been lying to you, and clearly they build content off of debauchery and foolishness, porn stars, and making you think that they're like the premier sneaker resale store and things like that. Let me tell y'all something. Cool Kicks and resale stores are not a necessity. And I know that's hard to believe, but let me repeat that again. Cool Kicks and resale stores are not a necessity. You know why we pay the high resale prices like have sold out? It's because places like GOAT, StockX, Cool Kicks, Common Hype or Uncommon Hype, whatever it is, Cam's Kicks. All of these resale stores are controlling the market and making you believe that these prices are legitimate on the resale market when they're not. Let me say that again. These prices that these resale markets advertise are not the actual aftermarket value of these shoes. And I know that's hard to believe. I know that's going to be a concept that's hard to stomach and things like that. But the proof is in the pudding. Within the last year and a half, when we have stopped paying these high resale prices, if you notice that the resale value has gone down on these secondary markets like GOAT, StockX, and anything in between. Also, who has taken notice because they watch more than anybody, Nike and Jordan brand. When we were paying these ridiculous prices for Jordans and limited sneaker releases, they were increasing the retail prices. If you all weren't tapped into last, Friday or Tuesday's live, I talked about how the Jordan 11 Toon Squads or Space Jams were dropping December of 2026. They were originally suggested at a retail price of $255. And with people not feeding into the BS resale market and not speaking with their words, but with their wallets, Nike and Jordan brand dropped that price from $255 to $230. GOAT, StockX, eBay, Cool Kicks, Cam's Kicks, Heat ATL, all of these other resale markets don't control the value of shoes that we are unfortunate to gain access to. We control the value. And when you stop spending money on ridiculous prices, it shows those companies and those businesses that we, me, you watching the channel, and everybody else, that we mean fucking business. As a matter of fact, the shoe that 2 years ago probably would have gone for $1,000 plus is currently under retail, and it is a limited release, as a matter of fact, and it's going for under retail. We need to continue to speak with our wallets. I've been saying that for the last 5 years, and now it's starting to come to fruition with the grifters leaving the sneaker culture and moving on to Pokemon cards and other stuff like that. But places like Cool Kicks that have been lying to you all, and sneaker content creators that are huge that have been lying to you all, they are not the key. Let's reset YouTube and content creation by paying attention to some of those smaller creators. Now, I wouldn't consider myself a small creator because I've got like 1,000 subs. But I, don't consider myself a large content creator. But smaller content creators, they have no choice but to bring you all the truth. So they are fighting hard to get into you all's subscriber base. So they're going to be honest. So let's fight for some of these small content creators, and let's leave some of these large content creators to the side. And I could rattle off a bunch of names of large content creators in the sneaker space that are lying to you all, because I know a lot of them. Trust and believe. But we ain't gonna go there. If you want me to talk about some of the large content creators that have been lying to you all, maybe I can drop a video, but at your request. But yeah, Cool Kicks was the name that was dropped at the head of this scandal of fraud between the Nike company. Okay, Carson Peretta said, okay, I want to be a mod so I can protect you, man. I appreciate that. He said, good night, man. Good night. Salutes to you, fam. Thank you for tapping in, man. Let's go ahead and give you another one of these.
Playa. A playa.
Player, thank you for being a first-time viewer and wanting to protect the channel and fucking with the content, man. I appreciate you. Thank you. And I hope you have a great night and a great weekend. Good night. If anyone here is angry, it's me. You ever try to transfer? Oh my gosh. Yo, I ain't angry, just trying to go to bed, but I can't. Hey, we've all had those times where we have sleep apnea. I think that's what I don't know what that is, but clickbait feeds the algorithm. So I mean, yeah, a lot of people are trying to get y'all with clickbait. If I say I'm a legit sneaker reseller, you cannot prove that I'm lying or not. You don't know the other person behind the screen. Yeah, it's sketchy, but you don't know that for sure. I'm just saying, you absolutely are right. Especially if said scammer has a history of duping people. Sniper Kicks. Dang, I feel like I got like a pimple right there. That's a new one. But yeah, Sniper Kicks definitely is a scammer with its fake Sniper University and all that other kind of stuff. But let me see if I can get Facebook. My Facebook. Oh, who is this baddie that Chris Brown is with? Oh man, my sister ain't got no sense. CBS. Oh no. I don't want to create a post. Oh, that's my sister. Oh my gosh. CBS LA. Yes. CBS LA did a report on Cool Kicks. Let me see if I can make this big. Oh, dang. Hold on. Let me pause that and make sure you all can see this. See this info because I want you all to see it with me. Facebook. I wonder if I can put it on the big screen. Let me go to Google because I don't want it on a TikTok type of format. And shout out to TikTok. If you all have TikTok social media, follow me on TikTok as well. Link down in the description. CBS Los Angeles breaking news. Let me see if I can find it on their website. Because this is so big that the sneaker community made CBS News over in LA. Now, it might be for the wrong reasons, but this is so big. The sneaker community made the news. Mama, we made it. Let me see. Close that. That's what I was looking for, a search bar. What? I can't type in the search bar. Where's the search bar? Let me see. It's been a couple of days. It's been like 48 hours. Let me see if I can find it. If not, I'll just go to the Facebook profile and show you all the the TikTok viewpoint. Okay. Cool Kicks. Yo. There we go. So they've got two stories on this. Cool Kicks owner faces federal charges for alleged scheme to steal shoes. Whoa, wait a minute. That was last year. They talked about this last year. A federal grand jury indicted an owner of the Los Angeles shoe store Cool Kicks. This was done July 23rd, and then this one was done 14 hours ago. 14 hours ago is yesterday on the 24th. Okay, so let's look at what they have to say about. Wait a minute, what the heck? Hold on, I'm not gonna let the sound from the ads play. Shout out to Swiss Rolls, man. Shout out to Little Debbie keeping me fed throughout this entire live. Nah, Chris Brown ain't dating nobody new. That was a post that my sister did.
A dozen people facing federal charges. Tonight, a dozen people facing.
Hold on, let me pause this. Let me make sure you all can see this. Let me put this on the big screen, put myself on the little screen. Okay. So, shout out to CBS News LA. I got to give them their props. I'll probably have to shout them out in the description so they don't try to monetize my video. But man, that little Debbie Swiss roll straight out the freezer is insane. Hit that like button if you like little Debbie Swiss rolls out of the freezer, and if you don't, I highly suggest you try it. But okay, let's go ahead and hit the video. Let me know if you all can hear it or not. And let's see. Let me put my headphones on. I've gone this entire live without my headphones. Normally I put my headphones on so that I can hear the way you all are hearing. Let me go ahead and do that real quick. Make sure that everything is copacetic. All right. Now let's go ahead and listen to CBS.
Tonight, a dozen people facing federal charges accused of an elaborate scheme to steal.
Now, this is the photos that I showed you all last year of like a bunch of pairs of shoes that Cool Kicks had obtained illegally. And speculations were that a lot of these sneaker resale stores were selling fake shoes as real, which I still believe that. I still believe that stores that are supposed to be trusted stores are selling fake shoes as real. But there were speculations around these pairs thinking that they were getting them from stolen sources, like stolen reseller. I mean, shoes that resellers had gotten illegally and then being sold to them. But damn, now we find out that they're getting them straight from the Nike warehouses stolen. And Cool Kicks was one of the biggest receivers of these pairs of shoes. But yeah, I talked about this last year.
High-end sneakers.
CBS LA assignment editor Mike Rogers is at the desk. And Mike, you've been telling us about these thefts for a while. This alleged scheme surrounds a business on Melrose.
Yeah, and you know, the first time we told you about this story, it was the other co-owner of Cool Kicks that was taken into custody by LAPD. And tonight, it's the other co-owner that's being charged by the feds. It's going through this federal complaint here, charging 12 people with conspiracy, among other crimes. We'll show you some of the video here because this is happening as we told you about that Cool Kicks store in LA. So here's the thing, follow me here. The Cool Kicks owner, according to the feds, allegedly worked with another guy here in Los Angeles to steal blank shipping labels from a Nike warehouse, distribution warehouse in Memphis. I'm told by the LAPD detective who handled this case that this warehouse in Memphis had some of the most high-end shoes that Nike can sell. So once they get the blank slips, the blank packing slips from the warehouse, then they come back here. Cool Kicks comes into play.
Now, I don't watch any of Cool Kicks' content, but I have seen their content. The last time I saw their content, Adele, which is the store owner, which is the face of the person that's on my thumbnail, he used to be all over Cool Kicks. And then he kind of like faded into the background and let Rami is his main manager. He kind of let Rami be the face of the social media account. And then when people started jumping on Rami's head, Rami kind of backed up. And then like Cool Kicks kind of just became this random, you know, YouTube channel with random resellers, and then Rami would appear every now and then, and I can understand why.
According to investigators, because Cool Kicks
Rami
has a valid UPS account.
Rami was reported one of those people that was listed in that
labels from Nike.
12
they put
that
the bogus
were
addresses
arrested
on them allegedly here from Cool Kicks, and then they send those shipping labels back to the employees who are working with everybody, according to the feds, at Nike, and then those Nike employees allegedly slip the bogus packing slips on these cartons of shoes as they are about to leave and be distributed. So instead of being distributed to the places they should go, they get distributed to the bad actors, according to the feds. And according to the feds, at least one of the bad actors was the Cool Kicks co-owner here on Melrose. This whole scam, according to the feds, totaled about $2 million. The interesting part, if that wasn't interesting enough, is how this all broke up. According to the detective, in Memphis, there was a really bad snowstorm, and that halted all the shipments and allowed these bogus shipping labels to remain on these items for longer than they normally would. And it caught the attention of a very observant Nike employee who notified their supervisors. They then called an LAPD detective here who has worked with them on other cases, shipped a...
Shout out to the Detective Dan, Nike employee that caught all of the people freaking scheming.
put a tracker in those shipments, let them go on their way, and then allegedly caught everyone in the act. Now, all 12 of them.
Wait a minute. What? Wait a minute. So, what you're trying to tell me is these idiots got so confident in stealing. Dell and all these other resale stores got so confident in stealing that they didn't even notice that they were being set up, man. They were freaking cooked from the beginning. So shout out to the Nike employee that was smarter than the distribution Nike employees that were accepting the fake tags, and that was smarter than the actual resale stores that slipped a tracking device into the shipping boxes of limited releases. Ooh, the smoothness, man. I gotta show y'all the smoothness. That shout out to the Nike employee that slipped the tracking devices into the cases of the off-white Air Jordan 5s and the Jordan 185 Vans to track down who was actually stealing the products. Shout out to that Nike employee. It took longer than what we wanted it to take, but yeah, shout out to them, man. Hey, if CJ can do it, so can I. Grand Theft Auto doesn't make you a criminal mastermind, people. True words have never been spoken. That is some real shit right there. But shout out to the genius that figured out the plan, and shout out to the idiots who got so damn comfortable they thought they were going to be good forever. Let me go ahead and play the rest of this, and then we'll get into the other article that has been updated.
These people facing federal charges.
All right, thank you, Mike.
Cover it.
To face federal charges for stealing something as simple as shoes is crazy. Hold on.
Ask your.
No.
Yes, hi. Playing Royal Match? Oh,
Wait a
no,
minute.
actually, this is Royal Kingdom. It's a puzzle game from the same.
I don't know what their problem is, but we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that right now. Well, let's go back, because they seriously tried to play me. They tried to creep in a free ad and all of that, man. I appreciate the article, but nah, you're not finna run your boys' pockets. We're not finna share any kind of ad revenue, none of that. Let me see. And then where's the updated story that happened within 14 hours? Okay. Let's do it this way. And then let's search. You couldn't make it easy for your boy HG, could you? Oh, 14 hours ago. Okay. So this, I don't know if this article comes with a video, but it says Cool Kicks, the guy who, let me see what y'all talking about in the chat. Fat Boy Kicks. Woo! Fat Boy Kicks. What's good, man?
Apply ya.
Fat Boy Kicks, man, one of the OG subscribers to the channel, man. What's going on, player? Fat Boy Kicks, man. We up here talking about this crazy scandal between I know you remember last year we were talking about the Memphis, Tennessee Nike warehouse robberies and how we weren't sure why it was happening and if it was just like a random occurrence or if Nike employees were involved or if it was an inside job or things like that. And then last year we talked about how Adele Shams and other employees, let me put myself on the big screen because y'all love seeing this beautiful face. But also last year we talked about how Adele Shams and other Cool Kicks employees were arrested for receiving stolen goods, but we didn't know if they were fake stolen goods or if they were stolen goods from resellers. Now we have clarity. We have clarity. Chilling. This story is crazy. Oh, it's more than crazy. It's fucking insane. Yep, I remember that. So we have clarity. Come to find out, and in this live, and if you want to go back and watch the live, man, hit that, after this, hit that play button and watch it. I know it's a lot to watch, but not only is it Cool Kicks, but it was another sneaker reseller that I showed on the live named Valid Kicks. That's too convenient of a name. Valid Kicks and other resale stores and tier 0 stores that were involved and closely working with that Memphis distribution center to receive stolen Nike products. Let me tell you something real quick. Let me tell you something. And I'm glad you came in at this point. Let me go ahead and show you the smoothness of these boxes. So Cool Kicks and other resale stores were the reasons why when you tried to get your hands on a pair of off-white Jordan 5s, let's put that back in there. When you tried to get your hands on a pair of Bread 85 Jordan Highs, when you tried to get your hands on a pair of Chicago Reimagined Jordan 1 Highs, when you tried to get your hands on a pair of Travis Scott's or Union LA's or any other limited release between 2021 and they say the article says 2024, but I believe it was all the way up until like early 2025. These places were the reasons why you couldn't get your hands on them because they were places like Cool Kicks, and Cool Kicks was named at the head of the indictment and the $2 million plus fraud. Places like Cool Kicks were sending fake UPS labels to these Memphis warehouses for the employees to slap those labels on the boxes and send them straight to Cool Kicks as if they were official shipments. Those places are the reasons why you couldn't get your hands on those most coveted sneaker releases. So, and like I said, I learned being in the game and being in the culture for so long that not only do we have to worry about resellers, we had to worry about tier 0 stores getting their regular shipments and backdooring them. We had to worry about, Nike corporate employees with their creepy ass sons backdooring shoes and selling them. Now we got to worry about Nike distribution factories. And when people told me that this goes deep, pause, it goes deep, family. It goes deep. It's enough to make you just want to give up on shoes, and that's one of the number one reasons why sneaker resale is in the shitter right now. And I mean, a lot of people say that it's a good thing that sneaker resale is down. And I mean, don't get me wrong, it is a good thing that sneaker resale is down, but if it continues to tank in the manner in which it is, sneakers aren't going to be readily available or available at all. They're like, companies are going to fail. Now, like, I'm not a huge fan of pre-orders either. I know a lot of you all like pre-orders. I might do a video about why I don't like the idea of Nike doing pre-orders, because it gives control to the corporation and we end up losing control. But not only do I not like pre-orders, I don't like reps. I don't like all of this backdooring. I don't like resale, even though I have friends that are acquaintances and friends that are resellers. I don't like any of this shit. Like, why can't we just get our shoes the legitimate way? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. King Vita said, but the big question is, a company as big as Cool Kicks, what could you possibly gain from selling fakes and scamming people? You're a multi-million-dollar company. What could you, of all people, and then a continuation, possibly gain? Well, I wish I had like a media thing for it or a whatever for it. But in the words of the WWE, the WWF, and Vince McMahon and Shane McMahon, here comes the money. Here comes the money. I think I used to do that. I used to do that with donos. Yeah, I used to do that with donos. It's all about the money. And at the end of the day, as long as the money continues flowing in a business that is not really a sustainable business, because sneaker reselling is not a fucking sustainable business. I don't care what happened within the last 4 years or anything like that. Sneaker reselling is not a sustainable business. But as long as the money keeps coming, people are going to do anything necessary to keep the money going, especially when the money was good and you kind of built a lifestyle off of that large amount of money. You're going to do whatever it takes to keep that money flowing so that you can continue to live that lifestyle. Like, nobody, like, people in that position don't know how to adjust and save their money and move accordingly. And if you want to, man, your boy HG, we can talk about money management, stocks, savings, and things like that if you want to be a responsible adult. If you want to continue being a kid, it's fine with me. But if you want to talk about, you know, investments and growing up and preparing yourself for the future, because time is short, let me know in the chat and in the comments after this live. Fat Boy Kick said, yeah, like Brick After Bricks going for under 300. Facts, man. Brick After Bricks. And these places are reasons why you weren't able to obtain Brick After Bricks. Like, honestly, for people like me who have woken up, I'm not woke because that is a overused term, but people like me who have woken up and understood what the hell is going on within the sneaker market and sneaker content creation, where the biggest sneaker content creators lie to you in order to build hype around shoes, in order to sell them, in order for them to get a kickback from these sneaker resale stores and brands. And fuck, I've already said too damn much as it is, and they're gonna fucking hate me for that shit. But in order for that to happen, these big content creators that you all trust have to tell you all fucking lies, and they don't care because they're getting paid to lie to you, and the money is more important than telling you all the truth. And I hate to tell you all that. And that's in part why content creators such as myself struggle, because I'm more for telling you the truth than bending over without the Vaseline and lying to you all for $1 bill so that you all can spend unnecessary money and be lied to. Fuck me and my morality, you know, it comes at a price, and my current price is being a smaller content creator. That's my price for being more morale than money driven. If people hate you, you're doing something right. You know what? That's true. I don't know how many people actually hate me. I can only guess that a large number of people hate me secretly. Now, I know some people who are, you know, snakes in the grass that watch that are like, you know what, fuck what you're doing, and you're ruining the system, and you're giving away too many trade secrets. But you know what? Fuck your trade secrets, and fuck your lies, and fuck your dishonesty. You know, it is what it is. Tree Grass Y2X said, just keep pushing through, man. That's all you can do, man. That is absolutely all you can do, man. Tree Grass, man, I appreciate you for those words of encouragement.
Apply ya.
But yes, Cool Kicks, at the head of this problem of theft and lies and deceit and debauchery, within the last 14 hours, July 24th, I would say that's the last, like, this article was updated on the 24th. And please believe, you know, like they say, they have to make an example out of somebody. Cool Kicks is going to be the example. Adele Shams is going to be the example. But please believe, nationwide, a lot of your big stores that you go to and that you trust when it comes to sneaker reselling, they're part of this shit too. And believe and trust that a lot of those sneaker reselling stores that you trust, they're selling fakes as well, hoping that you don't know what you're looking at. And speaking of fakes and not knowing what you look at, if you are a member of Reddit or have a Reddit account, please feel free to follow me on Reddit. Join my sub R Sneakerheads. That's r/sneakerhead. And my other Reddit account, r/real legit check, to help you point out the fakes from the real. I figured I had to say that. And if you fuck with the content and you enjoy what you've heard so far, feel free to join the subscription. It helps the channel grow. It's not necessary. I don't make money off of this channel because I solely do it based off of when I feel like it's information that you need to know and information that matters to me. So I won't fill you all with fluff and bullshit. That's why there are gaps between videos. And because I keep it real. I'm not gonna lie to you all. I keep it real. If I make mistakes, I own up to the mistakes and all of that good shit. And yeah. So subscriptions are a great way to support the channel. And if you can't subscribe, and I understand because money is tight, money is more important than ever. Trust me. I know. Subscribe to the channel, share the channel, and let everybody know that is in this space. Let everybody know that we're trying to build a honest community and reset and get rid of all the bullshit around here. Giveaways to come in the future, merch to come into the future. So be on the lookout for that as well, man. I appreciate everybody that watches because every view adds up. Thank you all so fucking much for the support. I appreciate you. But looking into this Cool Kicks case. Links in the description as well if I did not mention that. I've got a link for Amazon for a water bottle that I use religiously that is really good. It keeps your cold drinks cold for 30 hours and your soups and teas warm for 12 hours. A really great company. And if you don't trust the company, you can trust Amazon. $20 for the thermos, for a 24-ounce thermos, and for a 32-ounce thermos, it is $24. If you type in the code JMogul at checkout, and it's in the description in case you forget, JMogul at checkout, and you save 25% off. So that's a really incredible deal for a thermos / water bottle. And I don't have it here with me, it's upstairs. I keep it everywhere. It has actually made me more accountable and made me drink water more, because I know a lot of people don't like drinking water. But getting back into this $2 million plus scheme, it says Cool Kicks, a federal grand jury indicted an owner of the Los Angeles shoe store Cool Kicks for his alleged part in cross country, y'all, schemes to steal products from Nike. After a years-long joint investigation, and this has been spanning from 2021 to 2025, because remember, like the article says 2024, but remember they started busting this out in 2025. So they built their case for 4 years, but they also observed other things in 2025, and then they broke out and said, we got to make arrests later in 2025. So this has been spanning for 4 years, and this is just this case alone, and this has been happening for a long time. But it says after a years-long investigation, the Los Angeles Police Department and FBI arrested Cool Kicks owner Barakat Abram. Now he's one of the owners, and Adele Shams was arrested as well. Barakat Abram is 39, and 11 others for allegedly using the popular Melrose business to steal more than $2 million worth of shoes from Nike's Memphis warehouse. So this location, and that is insane. That is freaking insane. Just this location alone has been known to steal more than $2 million worth of Nike product. Do not do that. Don't do that to yourself. You're a real one, bro. People need to wake up. We need more people like you. I appreciate that. What's good, fam? Diamond Family 1987, man. Life is good. And we can all complain, but who's there to listen? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? But just for entering the chat and communicating with the family, man, I gotta hit you with one of these.
Playa. Apply ya.
And you also get one of these. So salutes to you, fam. But let me let you all see this article, so you know I'm not lying, man, because you know a lot of people love to say it's AI and try to debunk shit and come up with these crazy
crucial NASA test
theories. Wait a minute. No, we ain't talking about NASA. We talking about Cool Kicks and how they've been robbing the community. But it says investigators said Abram and another suspect, Roy Lee Harvey Jr., used the store's UPS equipment to create falsified shipping labels. The pair sent the labels to accomplices working at the warehouse. And just them talking about this alone is them trying to take the heat off of Adele Shams, the owner, the curator, and the originator of Cool Kicks. This is one of those things where you have a general and a lieutenant, and the lieutenants take the heat for the general, and the general is supposed to take care of the lieutenants when they fall down. We'll see how that goes. If Adele Shams is a real stand-up guy, because I mean, just from watching him, he's a creep and a weirdo and a pervert and all those things, allegedly, because you know they like to come at people with lawsuits and threats and things like that. But we all know what's really going on behind the scenes. We all know what's really good. But they sent labels to accomplices working at the warehouses who placed them on the desired shipments, be it 85 Jordan highs, off-white Air Jordan 5, Travis Scott's Union LA's, any shoe that you really wanted that you couldn't gain access to, they were putting labels on them shits. According to LAPD, officers said that the falsified labels rerouted cargo to Cool Kicks and other conspirators. And not only were they rerouting limited sneaker releases that everybody wanted, they were rerouting some limited general releases, even some bricks. So y'all finna go to jail and face charges for bricks? Come on now, what are we doing? It says the scheme started to unravel when a snowstorm in 2024 halted deliveries and operations at the Memphis warehouse. During the stoppage, another Nike employee noticed that the falsified UPS labels were pasted onto cargo that was not meant for UPS. Supervisors who had worked with the Los Angeles Police Department on previous cases contacted a detective they knew after noticing that both the shipping and mailing addresses were from LA. So that's how they caught Cool Kicks. That's how Cool Kicks made the news for being one of the biggest resale thieves in history. And now there have been plenty of larger thieves, and we've talked about it on this channel as well, but that's how Cool Kicks got the front page for 2025. Hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that subscribe button. Investigators and Nike placed tracking devices. Oh my God. They got hit with the trackers. They got hit with the damn trackers, man. What are we doing? What are we doing, fam? They got hit with tracking devices and shipments, which led them back to Cool Kicks and other locations. And you see, they didn't name those other locations. And Valid Kicks, Cool Kicks, but Cool Kicks is one of the larger ones on social media with over 1 million subscribers to the YouTube channel. I don't know how many they have on their other social media accounts, but I'm pretty sure they all add up to, a couple 100,000, probably over 2-3 million across all social platforms. But they're gonna make an example out of these dudes. Mark my words, they're going to make a freaking example. Somebody has to be the example. The stolen shoes were either sold at Cool Kicks or online through resellers such as Jorge Cular, who is known on social media as Whorehead. That is a nasty name. _sales. Whorehead _sales. HOREHEAD _sales. Hey, all of y'all Instagram resellers, guess what? Hold on. To all of y'all Instagram resellers, let me move in a little bit. They're here and they coming for y'all asses. Oh wait, it's some cobwebs on that camera. Where do cobwebs come from, bro? I hope I ain't got no spiders. I don't fool with spiders, but they coming for y'all asses. Y'all thought that Nike was just coming for the rep manufacturers and the customizers. Nike ain't just coming for them. They're coming for all these sneaker resellers who are creating fake labels and all of y'all supposed legitimate resellers. Ooh, wait, it's gonna get ugly. It's only gonna get uglier. But yeah, let me make sure y'all can see this. Let me pull this article in here. No. Let me make myself equal. Not equal, but work as well as possible. But they placed tracking devices in them, and their stolen shoes and products were tracked back to Cool Kicks, Whorehead Sales, and it says Abram and Cooler or Cellular allegedly paid Harvey and other accomplices $900,000 for stolen products. Now, 900. Okay, let's do this math. Between 2001 to 2004, 2005 ish. Let's do this math. Let's do a little quick math real quick. Let's check this out. So between 2001 to 2005 ish, between two stores, they made the Nike employees at the Memphis warehouse made $900,000. That's what they can guarantee, but it's more than likely $900,000 plus dollars. So we're gonna do the math. Let me see what y'all talking about. So my guy is Lil Wayne, essentially. I don't know. They took the term YOLO too serious. They're about as legit as a Saturn disguised as a Yaris. Oh damn, that's a little bit over my head, man. So let's do the math really quickly. $900,000 between two stores, because you know I'm good at math, but I'm not the best at math. So $900,000, and we're gonna divide that by 2. That's $450,000. $450,000 a piece for those two stores that were some of the biggest name stores. $450,000 a piece. So then if we do $450,000 divided by 4, that's $112,000 a year. My dude, you telling me you risked Fed time for $112,500 a year? You gotta be the dumbest SOB ever.
What happened? Oh no, my God, please. No.
Shout out to Albany's for keeping me nourished throughout this live. Shout out to Lil Debbie for keeping me nourished throughout this live. Shout out to Tito's and Minute Maid Juice for keeping me going throughout this live. But for $112,000 a year, you faced Fed time? Ain't no damn way, my guy. Ain't no damn way. It says, if convicted and charged, Abram Coulor, Harvey, and the following 9 people, oh my God, they face a maximum of 15 years. Oh shit.
This shit is crazy as fuck, nigga.
A maximum of 15 years in federal prison. You doing Fed time. Don't drop the soap. And $500,000 in fines and up to 3 years of probation. God. Hold on. God. Damn. God damn. And they should do every bit of that. Keith Cannon, 40 years old, of Memphis. Kadarian Mack, 35, of Memphis. Julian Baker, 39, of Memphis. Rodrigo McClellan, 33 of Memphis. Damon Johnson, 30 of Memphis. Michael Perkins, 40 of Olive Branch. I don't know where that is. And Marquisio Robinson, 47 of Charleston. That's like South Carolina. And another owner of Cool Kicks, Adele Shams, were arrested in October, and we talked about that, 2025, for allegedly buying $500,000 in stolen Nike.
This shit is crazy as fuck, nigga.
All of them dudes old as hell. And if they get them full 15 years, bro, most of their life is done. For $112,000 spread out, dude, it ain't never worth it. King Vita said, if that went over your head, just look at them. Two completely different cars, looking nothing alike. Facts. That is crazy. That is crazy. That is insane to think about. Now, just talking about that one topic in particular took 2 hours. It is now 1 o'clock. We started at 10. It took 2 hours and 30 minutes to get through all of that craziness. My plan was to talk about reps and asking you all the question of why are you paying resale for reps when you all talk so much shit about paying resale for real pairs. But I might save that for like a video on the channel, and I might save that for like a TikTok intro. We got to scratch my head. So with that being said, let me ask you all before I jump on up out of here. How many of you all were interested in the Mind Slides and got a pair of the Mind Slides? Like I said, I told y'all they were going to be dropping on the 23rd. And I hope you all kept up with that if you wanted a pair. I did let you all know when those were going to release. I kept my word. And I'll let you all know when other releases are dropping. Subscribe to the channel. But other things to come. They did a really sneaky drop by a artist, and it was a Air Max 90, a Air Force One, and a Foamposite. Those were fucking dope. I didn't get them. I overslept. It is what it is. No sweat off of my back. But more content to come. I hope you all enjoyed the live. I enjoyed having you all here. Before I head on up out of here, man, y'all know what it is. Always remember, nothing is impossible. Fight for everything you believe in. Don't let anything stand in your way, and dream hungry. Remember, these shoes are made to be worn, not adorned. Don't follow my example. I have things going on. Wear them at your leisure because they don't last forever. The memories last forever, but the objects don't. And with that being said, man, thank you all for everybody who has been hanging out with me this long. I love y'all. I hope to see you all Tuesday, and have a great weekend. If there's a release coming, I'll probably vlog it on TikTok or something like that. But with that being said, man, I thank y'all. Love y'all for the support. Links down in the description below. Support your boy. All the other good stuff in the description. And have a great, blessed night and a weekend, man. It don't get no better than this, man. Thank you all for y'all support, man. Till next time, I will catch you all later. Peace.